What's up guys, it's Lisa from Borderlands Bakery, and today we're going to be making these easy modeling chocolate rainbows in Daisies. I love using modeling chocolate, and little details like these really take your desserts to the next level. And bonus, they taste just like white chocolate. Everything you'll need for this project is linked in the description box below. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of these short tutorials in the future. First thing you guys want to do is color all of your modeling chocolate. Here I've colored my modeling chocolate with a combination of the Sincerely Holly collection from the Sugar Art. You can get these on our website or you can get them directly from thesugarart.com. I've linked it below, but it's very easy. All you have to do is take a bit of your modeling chocolate or fondant. Also keep in mind, elite colors are for are oil or fat soluble, so you want to be careful what brand you're using. You don't want to be using the Master Elites. They will cause your your modeling chocolate or fat-based whatever product, fat-based product to seize. And all you have to do is grab a little bit of pigment and massage it in. If it becomes sticky, use a little bit of cornstarch. Nope, no one is eating this, so I'm not wearing gloves and I've got nails on, but if you're doing this, make sure you follow all the safety protocols, food safety protocols. And you basically knead and add color until you get your desired shade, with the final shade being what you see in the container. So I've already mixed all of my modeling chocolate here previously, and I'm going to incorporate this one into this guy. If it's very warm where you live, so anywhere over 75 degrees, I find that modeling chocolate tends to start getting a little stickier, a little bit hard to work with. I like to lay out some like an ice pack or something, put some paper towels around on top of it, and just put these little balls on top of that when I'm not working with them to help them stay cool. And also I have AC running if it's over 75, so there's that. And in order to shape our little rainbows, I'm going to be rolling these guys out into little snakes. And then I'm going to be kind of forming them around a piping tip. So let me finish kneading this, and then I'll meet you back here to finish off, to show you how to do the rainbow. You're also gonna need a knife that will just help trim off any of the excess. So here's what I'm going to do. You can kind of decide what colors you want to use. Today I'm going to be using the coral color, the robin's egg color, and the clover color. I will probably also use this in a little bit. Also, these work super well in silicone molds, so think about that when you're working with modeling chocolate. The modeling chocolate that I'm working with today is by Fonderific. It tastes really good, just tastes like white chocolate, but you can also use other brands. I've listed everything you need for the project in the description box below, so definitely check it out. So just kneading it, getting it all warm and pliable. So I'm going to pull off a little bit, and I'm going to basically roll it until it becomes a snake. And if you've got any pigment on your work mat, also we sell these work mats on our website, but basically you're going to roll it into a snake. And the hardest part is to get all three snakes to be pretty uniform. The innermost loop uses the least amount of modeling chocolate, medium amount, and largest amount on the upper loop. But basically making little snakes And once I get to my desired thickness, I'm going to set that aside for a bit. You can also use like a fondant roller or something like that to help roll your snakes. This is one of our scrapers from the website, and you can use that to help give it a smooth finish if you'd like, or you can just use your fingers, no big deal. We got hands, you can use them. Same thing here. You can also use this. I'm going to use my fingers, it's a little faster for me. I want to make sure it's about the same width, thickness. So we have a little while to go to make sure that it's uniform, relatively uniform. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but getting it close is going to be helpful. Set that aside, and then finally we have our blue. So now we have our 3 snakes. I'm going to orient them in the order by which they're going to show up in the rainbow. Set my piping tip down. Let's move the stuff a little bit so you can see a little better. My piping tip, and basically I'm going to form my modeling chocolate around my piping tip. And the more cornstarch you have here, it won't adhere to each other, so kind of minimize the cornstarch and limit it to only what you really need, okay? Make this a little bit more uniformly rolled out. Okay, you can put a little bit of water in between each layer if needed. Give it a little twist and pull it out. And here's where you could do fun stuff like spray on some edible glitter, make it all cute, and trim it. And now you have, ta-da! Cute little rainbow that you can put on cake pops or something like that. So hopefully that helps you. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to make a fun, easy daisy out of modeling chocolate. After you've trimmed off these bits, you don't have to waste them. You can actually separate them quite easily and reincorporate the excess into your original ball of modeling chocolate. Now to make the daisies, you're gonna need a fondant stamp. You're gonna want a small fondant roller, which will come with these rolling guides that will help get your sheet to kind of uniform widths. And then you'll also need color. So today I'm using Elite Color by the Sugar Art in Sunflower, which is a nice pretty yellow. And I only need a tiny bit of this because I just want that yellow for the center part of the daisy. So I'm actually just gonna go grab my scoop, go in here, grab a little bit of pigment, see how that works. I'm not making too many daisies, so this will be more than enough. Dunk it in cornstarch. If it gets a little too sticky, put it on your ice pack if it's too warm. And this should be good for my yellow. Get it a little bit more kneaded in, and then I'm going to set this aside. If you want it a deeper or brighter yellow, you can adjust, but I think for demo purposes, this is good enough. Set that little ball aside. Now here's our white. So you kind of want to clean off the surface of your mat just to make sure that there's no other color remaining, because white is very susceptible to picking up any other color. We're going to need this. I'm going to be using the thicker rings today, which are purple. and just separating out the rings a little bit so that I have room to roll out my modeling chocolate. So I'm kneading it, getting a little softer, and then I'm going to simply roll it out. You can see it picking up some of the pigment that's left over on my mat. For today, I'm not going to worry too much about that because we're doing demo. If you find that it sticks, definitely put some cornstarch on here to help it stick a little bit less. But for demo, we're okay. Smooth it out using your palm or a fondant smoother. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our stamp, apply pressure all the way through. You'll know when you cut in. I'm going to push down on the plunger so it stamps the design in, pull up, and plunge it out. It might need some help from you, but how cute is that? And then I'm going to get a little bit of my yellow and put it in the center of the daisy. It should pretty much adhere on its own. I rolled it into a ball and pressed it down. Now, this is where we're gonna show you the itty bitty details that you may or may not decide you want to do. So I've got a scribe here, a scribe tool. We offer these in our shop. This is just one of our designs that we happen to make, and it's got a very pointy end. I'm going to go in and add in the texture for the middle portion of the daisy, just to give it extra dimension and depth. How cute is that, right? So now your daisies are done and your rainbows are done. And that's all we're going to be demoing today. So hopefully that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these cute, easy, accessible tutorials, and we'll have more for you soon. Thank you guys so much. See you later.